like no other Monday morning I've ever had, ever. And probably will again. So I might as well just be really into it. Like, there's no podium or there's no medals or like there's no prize money. It's like it doesn't really matter the result. It's just it's kind of just that exploring together, and pushing each other to see what we're capable of rather than like winning. It's like nothing is permanent, like nothing lasts forever, like the hill won't go on forever, the rain will stop, like your butt hurts now but something else will hurt more in a minute, like it's just, it's a really nice thing, and then, you know, that is life as well, isn't it?
So, what's been driving you on? What keeps you going?
I always want to see what the next bit's like. It's like, you know, when bits are tough, you're like, God, I could do with this being over. It's like, well, just keep going because the next bit might be beautiful, and often it is. I always don't want to finish because this feeling, and I'm not normally this eloquent, I don't know, this version of myself, it kind of only really comes out like this, and it will slip away pretty quickly. So maybe I'm not looking forward to finishing.
If racing's all it's about, then there's nothing left to keep moving for. And so it's quite like a shallow motivation, I found.
So what is it that does drive you on when you do these sort of things?
I just love pushing myself really hard. Like even if it's not a race, or just on a training ride, I'll just naturally find myself in that sort of mode. So I think it's just something that's kind of hardwired into me. I find one of the things I kept repeating to myself was like, you belong here, like, this is where you belong, and if you belong somewhere, you can't be fighting it. And so that for me, that made it kind of easier to deal with the hard bits, just to tell myself that this is where I'm meant to be right now.
How are you doing?
Great, really good.
Yeah.
Had a great week. Obviously a few slightly less great bits, but overall it's been really good.
Is this your first Highland 550?
Yeah, definitely. It's something I've thought about for years, but never quite committed to. It became a bit of a itch I had to scratch.
That's not the first time that phrase has come out, actually.
I was going to ITP it, but I think the groups have ended up being a lot easier than trying to do an ITP.
Why do you think?
Just the motivation of bumping into other people when you're having a wee bit of a low spell, and you bump into somebody and have a chat. Or likewise, he bumps into his having a low spell and have a chat with them, and you start to feel better.
Yeah.
It just keeps everybody going. It's kind of cool. Travelled right through, I think it's been through Fisherfield and Tottenham. I think what I'm quite good at is I get to the bad bit and just forget the bad bit and remember the good bits and just move on, just try and keep moving forwards and be quite nice to yourself. Don't beat yourself up because everybody's going to have bad moments and make mistakes and things. Last night I forgot to set my alarm and I slept for 7 hours by mistake. And in a way it was a mistake, but another way it was great because the next few days I was riding back through the field rather than drifting back from where I shouldn't have been. I mean, this doesn't feel like a race. It doesn't have a way because you're trying to get back in a decent time. But when there's people around about you, you'd be devastated for them if they didn't finish. Whereas in a normal race, you'd probably be secretly a wee bit happy that the person in front of beat had a mechanical.
Yeah.
Whereas this is so different that it doesn't feel like you're racing really.
It's Maurice Guy. Calls me Mo.
Mo, nice to meet you, Mo. Is it your first Highland 550?
It is.
And
I don't know if it's my last. Well, we'll find that out at some point.
How are you doing right now?
Right now I'm good. There's been less good bits. It's definitely type 2 fun. You can feel it. Like day one, it's becoming type 2 fun already. Like in hindsight, I haven't even finished yet. Like, oh, that wasn't too bad pushing uphill for 4 hours with trench foot. Maybe I'll do it again. From what I've gathered, Scotland is mostly made up of rocks and 90% water. It's like the human body. looks solid, but actually it's just wet, squishy stuff. No, actually I figured it out during this ride, I think. I'm doing this and I'm doing those races because if it wasn't a race I wouldn't do it. A race you just push yourself a little harder. I think I wouldn't enjoy it that much on a tour. But in the end I guess it's worth it. I mean, it has been so much walking your bike, but it brought us to places I certainly would not have seen if I was just touring here.
I think I've just come along and been part of the experience. It's definitely get my energy from like stunning views and I don't know, the creatures, like cycling up Glen Castley at I think it was 4 in the morning, and all the deer were they're all just running along the side. No one there to listen to me talking to them. Like, takes your mind off like the small, oh my toe hurts or whatever. I really want to finish this. The way I can do it is just count the pedals, make sure you get exactly 4 hours sleep, dry your feet at night, and make sure you've always got tons of water on.
I'm Alan Goldsmith, otherwise known as HT550 Alan, it would appear. Breathy. How you doing?
I'm very well. How are you?
Good.
Why are you here?
Because this is my baby. 10 years of Highland Trail, making people suffer, making people memories that will stick with them forever. Adventures that will last a lifetime. Not getting any easier. Done 9, I think. And it's no easier. I've taken more time to enjoy it this time.
Do you think taking longer on it is more pleasurable?
Yeah. I had the best camp out of my life this week at the Causeway, just before the Causeway in Fisherfield. And it cleared up. Got some lovely pictures. The water was completely mirror calm. A few riders came past. I chilled, tried things out, ate lots of food. Yeah, I came for a good time, not a fast time. I've discovered the joys of instant coffee made with cold water in your bottle with a couple of sugars. It's actually nice. Yeah, I think it's good that people are pushing themselves and are willing to push themselves for a route I cobbled together.
Well, thank you for letting me do this.
No problem.
Yeah.
Say hi to Dawn, tell her not far.
Yeah. Cool.
Tell
Alright,
her
safe
about
journey,
it.
Alan.
She bought me a coffee at the start, I'll buy her a beer at the end.
Good. Alright, have a good ride. I'll see you at Tyndrum.